World's Tallest Skyscrapers 2022 Part 2. In the years since the first skyscraper was built in 1885, advances in construction technology have allowed architects and engineers to create ever more impressive skyscrapers of unprecedented height and durability. Welcome back to my channel, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. In this video, we'll take a virtual trip around the world to check out the part 2 of the world's tallest skyscrapers. Number 1. 1 Vanderbilt, New York. 1 Vanderbilt, a 93-story, $3.35 billion building at 42nd Street and Vanderbilt Avenue in New York City, is expected to be finished in 2020 and will be the city's 4th tallest structure. It will have a peak height of 1,401 feet or 427 meters and a total floor area of about 1.75 billion square feet or 163,000 square meters. Superstructure is steel and concrete. Exterior is almost entirely glass. Some interior spaces are up to 105 feet or 32 meters tall. Ground floor has a bank and an entrance. Building was designed to complement nearby Grand Central Terminal. Features wedge-shaped void at base, tapered form as it rises, series of pavilions, and pinnacle at top. Industry experts were impressed by the building's design to minimize its impact on ground, sacrificing potential profit in favor of keeping pedestrian access and other forms of transport in the area. Similar now that is over 91% occupied. This may be the philosophy adopted by the future super tall buildings in the city. Number 2. Hyundai LCT, the Sharp Busan, South Korea. Hyundai LCT, the Sharp, situated on the coast of Busan, South Korea, was a part of a massive redevelopment project meant to stimulate the regional economy. 2 residential towers with a total of 85 stories were constructed, with a focal point being a 3rd tower with 101 stories and a height of 1,350 feet or 411 meters that was finished in 2019. There is a shopping mall, water park, and hot spring spa on the lower floors of the skyscraper, as well as luxury hotels, convention center, and an observatory on the highest floor. The combined floor space of all 3 towers is 7.1 million square feet, or 660,000 square meters. And the tallest tower not only holds the record for the 2nd tallest building in South Korea, but was also voted the country's most beautiful building. After establishing there is enough demand for structures like this, it is projected that shoreline will look quite different in just a decade, with at least 4 further skyscrapers currently in the planning stages, thanks to the success of the development. Number 3. Autograph Tower Jakarta, Indonesia. The tallest building in the southern hemisphere, at 1,256 feet or 382.9 meters, will be completed in 2020. As part of a massive development in the heart of Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia, called Pemeran 9. This development brought much-needed office, residential, and entertainment venues to the city. The lower half of the building is used as office space, and the upper half is used as a Waldorf Astoria hotel. The 3 top floors, however, were reserved for an observation deck and a sky garden. The idea is that the 2 other towers that form part of the wider development will provide additional amenities such as restaurants and commercial space, in addition to being the first super tall structure in the country. The building has 75 floors above the ground and 6 floors underground. The authorities in Jakarta are looking for ways to compete with other leading cities in the world. They believe that one of the ways to do this is making the most efficient use of space through the construction of skyscrapers. Pemeran 9 is seen by many as proof of concept and could be very well replicated in other areas that are seen as being in need of revitalization. Number 4. NBK Tower, Kuwait City, Kuwait. NBK Tower is one of the newest additions to the skyline of Kuwait City and is undoubtedly a standout structure amongst several other skyscrapers. Measuring 985 feet or 300 meters tall, it is the headquarters of the National Bank of Kuwait and had to be redesigned to be comfortable for all the employees. In Kuwait's notoriously hot and arid climate, where temperatures often exceed 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. The building is scheduled to be finished in the center of the city's financial district and utilizes a series of curved fins to both support tower and provide shade from the scorching sun. The floor plates are tapered inwards towards the base, which increases floor space towards the top, and a number of new technologies have been incorporated in order to reduce water consumption and maintain a cool climate inside the building. The majority of the building is reserved for the bank's use only. However, in addition to a triple-height boardroom on the 48th floor and the chairman's club in the towers, there is a restaurant with a double height, a ballroom, and an extravagant auditorium with views out across the surrounding area. In addition, there is a ballroom, and Apex almost seems like a sail in the middle of a desert. It's probably one of the most distinctive buildings to be constructed in recent years, and it demonstrates that skyscrapers don't have to be uninteresting concrete boxes. Number 5. Block Center Street, Petersburg, Russia. At $1.7 billion in expenses incurred, the Gazprom, a Russian energy firm, is responsible for constructing the needle-like Lodge Center that may be found on the waterfront position in St. Petersburg. The construction was finished in 2019, and the building now has a total floor space of 1.75 million square feet or 163,000 square meters, reaches maximum height of 1,516 feet or approximately 462 meters, and has 87 floors above the ground and 3 stories below the ground. It is the tallest building in Russia, which stands out even more considering there are no other skyscrapers in the area and very few developments nearby. The building and its supporting structure will build to serve multiple purposes. In addition to providing ample office space, the complex also houses a sports center, a children's science center, a massive exhibition space, a conference center, and a free observation deck. Unlike conventional skyscrapers, it serves as a showcase for cutting-edge environmentally friendly technology, such as those that recycle waste heat from industrial processes and muffle ambient noise. Metal glazing was used in the windows instead of glass because of the city's chilly environment, which greatly increases the possibility of ice developing at higher elevations. Number 6. Raj Al Bayt Clock Tower, Mecca, Saudi Arabia. The unbelievable Raj Al Bayt Clock Tower is the centerpiece of cluster of the 7 ultra-luxury hotels that were finished in Mecca, Saudi Arabia in 2012. Located just a few minutes away from the Islam's holiest site, the Great Mosque of Mecca. They are an integral part of the King Abdullah's endowment project that was commissioned to modernize large parts of the city to accommodate pilgrims. Not only are they home to the world's largest clock, but the clock tower is also the 6th tallest structure on Earth at a maximum height of 1,972 feet or 601 meters. Behind them is an astronomy exhibition center where the moon is sighted to mark the beginning of the Islamic holy month, and an atomic clock to verify the accuracy of the time presented. The tower is 141 feet or 43 meters tall. Unbelievably, the clock these enormous faces, which can be seen from almost 25 miles or 40 kilometers away, are made out of 98 million individual pieces of glass and mosaic and are illuminated by 2 million individual LED lights. A gigantic 75 feet or 23 meters long minute hand complements an equally massive 59 foot or 18 meters long hour hand. Number 7. The Exchange 106, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The Exchange 106, a super tall skyscraper that was completed in 2019, is a main feature of the Tower Jakarta Exchange, a massive development project in the heart of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. At 1,462 feet, 445 meters in height, it is the third tallest in Malaysia, and its 106 floors provide 2.6 million square feet, or 240,000 square meters of floor space. It was seen as a pet project of the former Prime Minister Najib Razak and was despite claims that it was for urban regeneration. Many people still think it was a waste of money. The building is certainly impressive to look at, and it has a modern design, but it doesn't fit it with the architecture of the area. With about half of the floor space currently occupied, the Exchange 106 has proven to be a moderate success for international finance and investment companies looking for a prestigious base operations in Malaysia. And with a massive effort to supercharge the local economy, it is quite possible that in a few years, it will be regarded as a resounding success. Number 8. The Steinway Tower, New York. The Steinway Tower, also known as 111 West 57th Street, is a 1,428 foot or 435 meters residential skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan that was completed in 2022. It was built on top of the 16-story Steinway Hall, which was built in the 1920s and was perfectly preserved. It has 84 floors and approximately 500,000 square feet, or 53,000 square meters, of interior space, which is divided between residential units. You'd be corrected in thinking that is an unusually small amount of space for a building of that height because it is a significantly amount less than in skyscrapers of a similar height. The reason for this is that the Steinway Tower holds the unusual record of being the thinnest skyscraper in the world, which is something that was only possible with the most recent advancements in construction techniques. Since it was completed, it has been referred to as a skin mini scraper and is yet another example of indulgence has not yet been determined, but it is, without a doubt, an incredibly ingenious design that demonstrates New York City does not need to have the tallest skyscrapers in order to maintain its status as the skyscraper capital of the world. To sum up, that's the deal, guys. There's end the second section of our list of the world's highest buildings. We apologize if all that talk about skyscrapers made you feel nauseated. If you want to see more, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So I'll be back with yet another fantastic video next time.